What tastes so good you can't believe it's healthy? Garlic. Cling peaches. Man, I ducking love peaches. Give me some Prunus persica anytime, any day. The sweet taste of the juice. The firm tenderness of the flesh. The soft textures feel of the skin. All come together to make the perfect fruit. If I could eat peaches for the rest of my life, I probably wouldn't, because that would be boring, but I definitely enjoy having at least a few peaches every day. When I was younger, James and a giant peach wasn't just a story for me, it was a life goal. Imagine living inside the thing you love, like when you're a fetus in your mother's womb. I don't trust people that don't like peaches. I had a friend once that didn't like peaches. Sometimes at work I'll just sit and think about how I wish I could eat a peach. Then I go home and eat a peach and get really happy. But only till it's finished, because then I'm sad again. Peaches are the fruit I'd choose if you ever ask me to choose a fruit. You know why? Because I ducking love peaches. Watermelon is pretty dope too. Wow. I'm glad you guys enjoy peaches as much as I do. Chickpeas are ducking amazing. Falafel. Hummus. Chana masala. Roasted chickpeas. Mashed chickpeas. Chickpea bread. Candy made from chickpea flour. I love those little bitches. Pico de gallo. It's easy to make and doesn't need a lot. Makes anything you're making so good. Cabbage. It's amazing cooked. It has a satisfying crunch cold. It's versatile. And delicious. Probably unpopular opinion, but raw tomatoes. I just eat them like apples. I can, and have, a dozen a day if not stopped. Don't even get me started on cherry tomatoes. Homegrown ripe tomato picked from the vine, still warm from the sun. A wipe on the shirt and eat like an apple. Sauerkraut. The taste isn't for everyone, but if it is, it goes with absolutely everything and is pretty cheap. Ceviche. All it is raw fish, lime juice, and a sprinkling of tomato/cilantro/pepper. It tastes like junk food. Matcha tea. Not necessarily healthy, but it's one of those things health nuts who do too much you'll say will cleanse your spirit or whatever. I actually physically feel better after I drink some. Bok choy. When I first tasted boiled fresh bok choy, I questioned why something so obviously green and veggie could taste so good. Oranges and grapefruits. Especially if they've been in the fridge and the juice is cold while it gushes out in your mouth. Damn, now I need one honorable mention to Granny Smith apples. They literally taste like sour candy. Shrimp. I can pop like 6,000 in my mouth and not even notice. I think they have the highest protein calorie ration of any protein. Yogurt. As a kid I used to hate it, but since I've gotten a little older I love it now. Especially in the mornings. Mandarin oranges. Give me about 3 cans. I will down all 3. And then I'll take even more. Of course I will also take the fresh ones. Man, all these answers suck. I was hoping to pop in on this thread real quick and learn all the fried chicken I've been eating is chock full of vitamin C and folic acid. Roasted spaghetti squash. Honestly, any vegetable roasted with some olive oil and garlic salt is a winner in my book. ITT. People just listing fruits/vegetables. SMH. I was expecting food dishes that tasted good. Because people are doing single ingredients, I'm going to do a full prepared meal. Shakshuka. Essentially you create a tomato-based vegetable sauce and you cook eggs in it. I like making pizza out of it by first spreading hummus on a pita bread and then spreading the shakshuka over the hummus. Potatoes in any shape or form. I know fries and hashed browns aren't necessarily healthy, but even simple things like baked potatoes are so good. Avocado and cherry tomatoes on toast has become my favorite breakfast over the past few years. Satisfying to eat and very healthy. Watermelon. The sweet juice. The crispness of the flesh, which is hard to find in city stores. Thank God I am in the country again. That beautiful cracking sound when you cut into a perfectly ripe watermelon that's so full of juice it splits a little by itself. Red flesh. Pink flesh. white flesh, orange flesh, yellow flesh. I love watermelon. Wow. This vegetable is healthy. How surprising. Everyone in this topic. Do people really have trouble believing that fruit and vegetables are healthy? Almost everything listed so far makes me say ew. My lifelong favorite is tomatoes with some salt and pepper. A good one, which is hard to find, is just amazing. I've also recently fallen in love with plain carbonated water, e.g. LaCroix. When it's super cold and fully fizzy, I almost prefer it to drinking sugary soda now. Which is saying a lot. Hummus. So much fiber, protein, and unsaturated fats all wrapped up in a delicious creamy package. Smoked beef. It just amazes me that beef, and other meats, but beef is the most delicious, can be flavored with just wood. So beautiful. Bacon and pork rinds. Bacon is surprisingly low calorie for what it is. Pork rinds, compared to most potato chips, have about the same or less calories, more protein, and no carbs/sugars, although a bit saltier and slightly more fat. Lentil stew is honestly very good. Used to hate it, but ended up loving it by forcing myself to try every time my mom made it. Bananas are also a delicious snack. Cashews? More like crackus. Those things are so addictive, I swear to God, and somehow they are good for you. I think cashews are as close to heaven that humans will ever be. Buffalo cauliflower. With the right blend of buffalo sauce, you're scarfing it down so fast you can't tell the difference. There's a ton of answers here that are just fruits. Fruits are a good part of a diet, but in moderation. Many aren't actually terribly healthy in any way. Just healthier than a processed sugar snack with literally zero nutritional value. I'm going to go with kale chips. Dried really well with a small amount of oil. Tossed well. And a big flake salt. So ducking good. And you get more than 100% of your daily recommended intake of A and C vitamins. A good chunk of calcium, iron and fiber. All for 100-150 calories and not much else. Doing something like shredding a chicken breast and using mustards/vinegars/hot sauce/spices/herbs to make a sauce can create an insanely nutritional dish for how much flavor is packed in it. Crazy protein/calorie ratio and a ton of flavor from ingredients that have almost no calories. It's definitely watermelon. A high-quality watermelon with proper texture and sweetness is among the most delicious foods in existence. Super healthy as well. And extremely low calorie. Brussels sprouts. Wait. Before you downvote me, let me just say that it took me 38 years to find a recipe that made Brussels sprouts taste amazing and still healthy. I grew up absolutely hating them because my mom didn't know how to make them. But about 6 months ago I found this recipe online that I reluctantly tried and it changed my mind completely. When cooked correctly, they are sweet and tender. I'm at work so I don't have the recipe with me. But if anyone is interested, I will try to find it and post when I get home. Honey Crisp apples. Yes, I know the natural sugar isn't the best if you're on a strict diet. But they're still fruit and they taste like friggin' candy. So this is probably gonna get buried. But technically pork rinds are counted as a health food. If you get the low sodium with black pepper ones or the low sodium smoked ones, they're a pretty awesome bacon flavored snack. Somehow through black magic or some deal with a devil or something, they are low in cholesterol, low carb, can be low sodium, etc. And you know, essence of bacon. Quinoa. Thought it would taste like crusty but instead found its way into at least one meal a day. Also good as filler in disgustingly unhealthy burritos. 1. Saving this post for my shopping list. 2. Cocoa powder/dark chocolate, non-Dutch/alcoholized. A lot of the top comments are individual ingredients. Chili is so healthy and so delicious. Especially when you skip the meat. Beans? Check. Tomatoes. Onions. Garlic. Peppers? Check. So yummy. One of my go-to meals that is easy to put together is gyoza dipped in hoisin sauce. Jasmine rice and sticky tofu with some baby spinach on the side. Super healthy. Amazing flavors and textures, and one of the tastiest meals I can make within my own home. Back when I was a kid and was still religious, I once bowed my head in prayer just to thank God for the existence of mangoes. If I was trapped on a deserted island full of mango trees, I would be just fine, lol. Potatoes. They tend to get a bad rep. But potatoes are good for you. And cheap for the amount of nutrients they provide. Obviously not the preparations that are made with loads of fat. But a waxy/firm potato boiled in well-salted water, or a slow-roasted one, is delicious and balanced. Weirdly, Brussels sprouts, with just a drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of salt. They may be my favorite vegetable. So savory.